Hello everybody, this is Jay Wolf with Let's Play Binding of Isaac, Part 4. In the last video I actually just got the mulligan, which is a pretty good item to have, especially early on in the game when you can use it to do a good amount of damage in the lower levels of the game. We're still continuing trying to clear out the catacombs, looking for the boss room so far, haven't found it. Here's an example of the previous enemy from the last video, the buttlicker. This is an example of them in that conga line that I was talking about. They'll just follow the leader. If you attack this conga line and like break it up in the middle, they'll kind of go off on their own. I'll show you. Just hit some of these guys. See, they've just kind of dispersed now, and they're going everywhere. But they're not too hard. Now, what just dropped on the ground here is it's called a trinket, and what these are additional items you can pick up. Once I pick this up, you'll see it in the top left. This is the child's heart. This is an HP item. I believe it drops hearts for you after certain completions of rooms. I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I don't know every item off the top of my head, and I'm not going to go look up what items do or don't do. I'm just trying to do this off the cuff. And these white flies flying around, these horn poops, or these additional ones, these are not really enemies, and I wouldn't really mess with them. As you can see right now, the flies are white. When they're white, they're invincible. I cannot damage them at all, and they will damage me if they touch me. So the way they get these flies not becoming invincible is to destroy the poop pile that they're around. So as you can see, once I destroyed that, it turns into a regular large attack fly, and it'll hit me. And it's actually kind of strong for a fly. But I usually don't mess with these unless I have to clear them out, just because it's just another enemy to have to fight, and it doesn't really give you anything. So, and there's a lot of rooms like that that'll just throw you a curveball. As you can see, I was pitted against 3 of the exploding guys right away, and I actually got blown through a door. You can blow up doors with explosions, regular doors, to either bypass a room, or they'll just happen sometimes. A lot of enemies blow up doors for you, and they'll expose secret hidden walls. So that just happens. It's a regular thing. So just get used to it. I'm gonna try to use the hourglass to my advantage here, because they're gonna run right up at you, and I really don't want to get hit by them. So let's see. Okay, now they're slower. I can kind of manage it. So hey, look, the hourglass proved useful. That's good to know. I don't have any keys, so I can't open the store, so we'll go the other way. Alright, these guys are a good example of an enemy that will blow up doors and potentially walls for you. A lot of times when you don't have bombs, these can actually, like I said, reveal hidden doors for you, or hidden rooms, much like that. Or they can actually just blow this door open for me. I don't want to get hit by these bombs, so I'll go into here. This is the regular secret room. You can tell by the noise that it makes when it appears. The super secret room sounded like that. The regular secret room. The super secret room sounds actually a little different, and I'm sure we'll run across one of those in this Let's Play. So this is an item that can be found in the secret rooms. It's the 1-up mushroom. If I pick it up, it will just follow me around like a little helper buddy there, and it doesn't do anything until you need it. You know, if you die, then it's literally a 1-up. So very straightforward. It will revive you with full health. So right now I have 5 hearts. If I died right now, I would revive, I think, in the previous room with full health. And when I killed these guys, the room drop was this is a nickel right here. You can see it's gray as opposed to the yellow pennies. So I picked it up. You get just makes a little noise. You get 5 pennies, which is pretty good. You know, nickels are worth 5 pennies, so you always want to pick up as much money as you can. It's never a bad thing to have money in this game. I've not run across a situation where having too much money was a bad thing. So we've cleared out pretty much everything that we're going to clear out here. This is another room. It's I believe it's the curse room. As you can see, there's a little icon on the map. It's like a moon and star. The door right here, you can see it has spikes all around it. It will hurt you when you go through it, so you have to keep that in mind. And you also have to make sure that you have enough health to go into it and come back out. If you have half a heart, or even 1 full heart, you can't come into the room and even get out of the room alive, unless like you get a soul heart in the room, which is, like I said, it's a dice roll, so you have to be really careful going to curse rooms. I only have 2.5 hearts right now. I don't want to risk it. I'm going to go try to take the boss on before I clear the rest of this level, so let's go do it. And this is the Hollow. This is a worm boss that it's very similar to Larry Jr., who is another type of worm boss in this game, except for the fact that the Hollow will actually fly around diagonally, and in 2 different types of diagonals, as you can see here. It doesn't really do much else. Just try to avoid him, try to kill the body segments, and if you break him in half, I think it just makes 2 of them. So I mean, it's not really a bad strategy, but you got to be careful having two guys flying around instead of just 1. So it's not too hard, as you can tell. So I dispatched him pretty easily. Now what dropped is it says a pink crown. It's Pageant Boy, and what this does is this will give you a random amount of coins that will spring up around you, and you'll wear the little hat on you. So okay, so one of the coins, as you can see down here, is a smaller silverish coin. This is actually a dime. It'll make a pretty cool sound when you pick it up, and gives you 10 pennies. So nice things to get. And you'll encounter them here and there. They're kind of rare, but they're always good to pick up. So now that I do have 4 hearts, I will see what's in here. So as you can see, I got hurt for half a heart, and that will increase to 1 heart in the later levels too. But you'll always have some kind of chest in here. There's usually 1, sometimes there's 2, and it can have good or bad things in here. These red chests are always kind of tricky. So, for example, if I open this, it could have good or bad. And that... Okay, so what the chest was is it had a teleport in it. This is actually known as the Devil Room. And what the Devil Room is it's a random room that can happen... This is actually supposed to happen after the boss. You'll notice when I... Actually, I think I just beat the boss, huh? So I don't know why it didn't show up, but it has a chance to show up after you beat a boss. And what the Devil Room is you basically it's a store. You exchange your heart containers. You use them as currency for those items, and so you have to be really careful, because when you give up your heart, you're not just giving the hearts out of them. You're actually giving up the containers. So if I went and bought an item from there, then it cost 2 heart containers. I would only have 3, and I don't really want to do that right now, just because I'd rather have the health. So we've pretty much cleared this floor. So I'm gonna go pick up the soul hearts. So I got 2 of them, and I'll be able to take those with me to the next floor. Instead of having picked them up earlier and gotten hit, and I would have lost them. I don't have them, so now I just have that little extra boost for the next floor. So oh, there it is. See. So these items too. These are in the Devil Room set items. Usually, Devil Room items are pretty good. Like they're usually good items, and they're more valuable than the items you'll find laying around for the most part. But then again, they come at a much higher price. Your precious heart containers. Sometimes they will be available for soul hearts, and instead of 2 heart containers here, it'll be like 3 soul hearts. So you have to actually have the amount of soul hearts. I can't just like purchase it right now because I only have 2. It'll cost 3. But these items can be very good, especially if you have a lot of health and not a lot of good other stats. You may want to pick 1 or even 2 of these items up at the same time. Another little side note, to unlock one of the characters, Eve, right now, I could actually just buy both of these right now, and I'll unlock the character, Eve. The challenge is to buy 2 Devil Room items in the same playthrough, but or at the same time, and I just don't really want to do that right now. I'm not really that concerned about unlocking Eve at this point. I'm sure it'll happen, especially if the Devil Room has 2 items I really want, but for now we're just going to go on to the next level, the next part of the level. So we're in the caves too, and I'm actually going to cut it right here. Hope you enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for the next video. We'll continue on. Thank you for watching.